Well, hello everybody. How are you today? I certainly hope that you had a wonderful day today. Today, I'm going to share with you some tips that I learned from my friend's daughter, who has been a makeup artist for many, many years. I actually knew part of this routine, but I didn't realize the second part of the routine. So, have you ever wondered, like I have, how can you give other people your makeup palettes? Isn't that unsanitary? Well, there is a way to do it, okay? So basically, if you want to clean up your palettes, if you do want to give them away, there is an easy way to do it, all right? All you need is a bottle with rubbing alcohol in it. All right, and then all you do is you spray the alcohol on your palette. You would just spray it on your palette. You let it dry, and then once it dries, this is the part I didn't know. You take a sharp knife and you gently scratch off the top layer. Because apparently, I didn't know this until today, when my friend told me about this. Her daughter said that skin particles do tend to build up on your palettes. So that is a great way to sanitize your palettes, clean them in between times if you want to, and especially if it's a palette you don't like and you'd like to give away, you would definitely want to sanitize it. Isn't that a great tip? I think that's amazing. So that is a good tip. Definitely, definitely. So today I spent a very long time on my eye look today. I think I spent about an hour and a half. This is when you really want to do a precision glam look on your eyes. And I was going to wear this blue dress, so I decided to try this little palette from e.l.f. And this is one of their bite-sized palettes that was only $3. The quality is amazing in all of their products. As you know, I am a big fan of e.l.f. And this one has a very interesting name. It's A-C-A-I and then U. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. If it's a K-U, a K-U, I'm not sure. But these colors are absolutely gorgeous. And along with those colors, I did do a few others, all right? So, I started out with the lightest blue all over my lid. Then I went into this color and started applying that to my crease. Then I went into this color and I started putting that in my crease. And I just gently blended it all in. And I did a lot of precision work with this. Now there is a brush that I absolutely love. This is my angled brush. I love it for my eyes because my eyes are so crinkly and wrinkly. It's really difficult for me to do work in the corners here. So I have found that this brush helps me a lot. So I use this brush as an eyeliner brush when I'm using my dark colors and also for my inner corner. And that's what I did. I very, very carefully did my corner work with this brush because it is so precise that you can put your shadow exactly where you wanted it. So I started it under here just a little bit. I went up and I went up a little bit to uplift my eyes. This is what I did on both of my eyes. And I was kind of pleased with how it came out. When you take your time, your makeup can look amazing. So I did incorporate another palette because I wanted to get some lighter blues in there, especially for my lids and above my crease. So this is my Colorpop palette. These are all a bunch of Colorpop colors that I took out of their palettes and put them in here. So I put all of my like colors together. These are my purples and blues. So what I did was I took this sparkly blue and I used that very gently in my crease and a little bit above it. And then I took the light blue and I put that right on my lids. Right on my lids. And then I took this shimmer right there and I put that in the corners of my eyes. And like I said, I spent about an hour and a half working on this eye look because I really wanted it to look good. The more you practice, the easier it gets. So, yeah. Today I used a lot of my e.l.f. products, of course. I used my putty primer, my eye putty primer, which I absolutely adore. I use this all the time. And then, remember I told you I got this camo concealer brush and sponge. I love these products. Today I used the matte satin finish camo concealer in light sand, and using the brush was amazing. Just like this one, you can get right under the eyes, you can spread it out, and I usually use a stippling motion like this when you just kind of pat it on, and it works wonders. And then I would use this for the very, corners and such. Like on my nose, I wanted to put my concealer, and this worked like a gem. So this was $10 on e.l.f. And I think it's a fantastic buy. Okay, absolutely love it. Now today I used my matte putty primer from e.l.f. I usually use the poreless putty primer, but today I wanted a matte effect. So I used this one, and then I used let me put my glasses on so I can see. I used the e.l.f. Foundation Serum, and it has SPF 25 sunscreen in it. Now this is a serum, so it is very liquidy actually. It's not thick. When you put it out on your palm, to use your brush, to use your sponge, this is what I use to put my foundation on. It's very liquidy, but what I do is I just go around like this with my brush and I pat it on all over my face. I find that using this sponge is even better than using a brush. It comes out absolutely flawless and it looks gorgeous. This color that I got was, let's see, light medium. And I do like this very, very much. It's very light. You don't even feel like you have anything on your skin. It's not a heavy foundation whatsoever. I would say it's light to medium coverage. I mean, I used a lot of concealer on my little imperfections tonight, and then I put this over it, and I think it came out really, really good. And then, of course, my new favorite, Maybelline Lashes False Lashes Mascara. I use that on my eyes. And for blush, I used my e.l.f. blush. It's a primer infused blush, and it was in Punchy Rose. I didn't bring it over, and I apologize for that. And then for the highlighter, I used this e.l.f. product, and this one is called Moonlight Pearls. And I put that on my cheeks, a little bit on here, a little bit down here, there, and there. And then for my contouring, I used the e.l.f. Hold on, so sorry. It's hard when you get old and you can't see. This is the e.l.f. contouring powder, okay? And it's called Forever Sunkissed. And I use this on my little hollows right here. I used it around my face, up in my eye, up here in my hairline, and up here to shorten the forehead. So this is how I achieved this look today, and it took me a very long time because, like I say, I wanted to do an exceptionally good job today to show you how I did all that. Now, I did also use this LA Girl orange corrector. This is very good for discoloration under your eyes. Like if you have purpley eyes or blue veins, you can put this on first. This will help to really minimize those, and then you put your concealer on afterward. Okay? Now, for brushes. Okay, now I think there are brushes for certain things, and I think it's personal preference, in my opinion, because I find that I use different brushes for different things. All right. Now, this is considered a face brush, okay, and I use this brush for mostly my powders. This is a highlighting brush, but I use it for pretty much, I do use it for my highlight, but I also do use it for my contouring sometimes. There are bigger brushes that you can use for that, but I love this brush. I use it pretty much for everything. And the most important thing before you go into another color is one of these. They come in either this size or round size, and these are little sponges that actually take the powder off of your brush. You can get these on Amazon for very, very inexpensively. This one cost me $6. I love the size of this for the bigger brushes, so I've had this for quite a long time. And then, as I showed you, I love this eyeshadow brush, this angled brush. It's amazing for me. I love to use it. And then I did use this new Luxie brush that came in my Birchbox, and I use that to blend out my crease and just blend it all out and make it look so, so pretty. And then this is what I used for my eyeshadow today. There are so many different shadow brushes you can use, but I like this one. This was one of the e.l.f. kits, I believe. I pretty much replaced all of my brushes that I had with all of the e.l.f. brushes because I absolutely love them. Now, a lot of people use these smaller brushes to blend out. For me, I love the bigger ones. For me, it gives a much more airbrushed, pretty look to my eyes, especially if you want to make it like just a wash of color. This does an amazing job. I didn't use it a whole lot today because I really wanted this color to be intense. So that was that. And then for my lips today, I used one of my favorites. This is the e.l.f. Lip Lacquer in Moody. I love this color. And I also used the Believe Beauty Long Lasting Lip Liner. This is the brand that Dollar General has, and I love these. These are twist ups. They're very easy to work with. They don't break off like some other brands do. And I absolutely love these. And let's see if I can see what the color is. Barely There, it's called. So that is what I did today, and these are the wonderful products that I used. If you take the time to really sit down and apply your makeup precisely and very carefully, you can come up with some beautiful looks. I've showed you some basic looks in the past. This is what I kind of call a glam look. And I think it goes really nice with my blue dress. This blue dress I bought at Cato back in 2017. You saw the red dress the other day. I got that at Cato as well. When I lived in Nashville, I was a die-hard Cato fan. Every payday I went into Cato and I bought something new. I have a lot of clothes in my closet that I will probably never wear again, but I'm not getting rid of them because you never know. So I love it. And these earrings are actually from Avon. I've always called these my Titanic earrings because of the color. They're so pretty. And then I also have a blue ring that I call my Titanic ring. So these colors are so beautiful. So that is my video today. I certainly hope that you enjoyed it and that I gave you some good tips for cleaning your makeup and your, this too, all right? You take a towel with, well, hi everybody, how are you? I certainly hope that you all had a good day today. Today, I am going to be going over a few things. The first thing we're going to talk about is cleaning your makeup palettes. Now, I knew about the first part of this cleaning process, but I didn't know about the second part. A friend of mine has a daughter who has been a makeup artist for many years, and she offered some information that I didn't know. Now, when you have a palette that you want to clean up, like if it gets really dirty, or if you want to give a palette to someone else, if you don't like the palette, you definitely want to sanitize it. So the way that you do that is you get a bottle, a spray bottle with rubbing alcohol in it. And what you do is you spray the alcohol over the colors. It won't hurt them. You let them dry, and then once they're dry, you take a knife and you gently scratch off the top. I did not know this, but your skin particles do get embedded in these. I didn't realize that. It makes sense, but I thought that was a great tip. I knew about the alcohol, but I did not know about scraping it off. So that is the way to sanitize your palettes when you feel like you want to clean them or you want to give them to somebody else. You know, I've always wondered, you know, should people be swapping out palettes? Isn't that unsanitary? Well, apparently not if you sanitize them. So that's a good thing, right? And I thought that was an excellent tip. Now, I do have a separate video for washing your brushes, and I just want you to know about this Eco Tools Makeup Brush Shampoo. I get this on Amazon for $5. And it is amazing. I will link my brush cleaning video underneath the description box. Oh, me.